What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? I just wanted to come in real quick and do this quick video. It's really off subject. It's something that I never really spoken about. Um, like I watch a lot of shows, okay? And one of the channels that I really like watching is the TLC channel because they have a different variety of like reality shows that they put on that seems a little bit more real and offhand on different subjects and stuff that I probably never would have thought about. And I'm the type of person who likes to look at different things, different aspects of point of views from people and different lifestyles, different this, different that, just so I won't be ignorant to the fact if it comes up, and just so I won't say that, oh, I never heard of that, I never knew this happened. And it's just because I like to keep myself informed on a lot of things. So I don't know if you ever seen on TLC's Sister Wives. That came on a few years ago. It's still on, and they're in their current season right now. And this is about this man Kody Brown who has four wives, and he's legally married to one, but he has three other also. And they literally had to leave Utah. I remember during the first season when they were in that big home together. And it was interesting. And what got me hooked on this show, because I think it was Showtime and HBO who had the Big Wife or something like that, about the man who had multiple wives. I can't, what is it? Y'all probably know what I'm talking about. It was a series. It was like a TV series, like a little drama or whatever. And then after that went off, this came on, a reality show showing the insides and outs of a real actual family who practice that lifestyle of having multiple wives and polygamy and all that stuff. And so when I seen it, I was like, okay, this is very interesting. Let me watch it. And I'm watching it. I'm loving it a little bit because it's giving me a different view of things. Now, I am the type of person who, you know, because I am judged for my lifestyle or for the way that I was born, I'm not going to judge another person. But I'm just going to say that it is something that I don't see myself engaging in because I just can't see. I don't like to share, bitch. I don't like to share. That's one thing, bitch. Okay, I don't like to share, and I don't like dick. So there you go about that one. So because most of the time when I see, what's it? Um, relationships like this on Sister Wives, it's always a man with multiple wives. Now I never seen one where, don't let it have a woman with multiple husbands. Oh, she a hoe, she this, she that. Or you never see anything like that. It's always just a man with multiple wives, from what I've seen. From what I've seen. And I see this new show that's coming on this season too, also that comes on directly after. It's called Seeking Sister Wives. And you have three different families who are seeking a sister wife or another addition and all that stuff. Last week's episode was heartbreaking. That one family who was waiting for old girl at the goddamn waiting for her at the airport, and she never showed up. Oh my god, I was sitting here like, oh no. And then on this episode, because it ain't come on yet, it comes on in like 10-15 minutes, she thought she was pregnant and she not. Oh my god, I hope she ain't got no tumor, because they said it was a masculine. And then the black couple on there, when he fucked around with old girl, I said, you messed it up. And the mama knows. His wife knew something went right, okay? But anyway, and then we see on Sister Wives how some of the wives really don't get along, but they kinda, sugarcoat it a little bit. It's not really that much out there that, oh, I can't stand this girl, I can't stand her, she's always doing this. But on Seeking Sister Wife, bed. That one family where the wives do not get along and they trying to call out the first wife, girl, that is some good stuff. I sitting here like, it's not a lifestyle that I can see myself doing, but I'm not gonna put a person down on it, and I'm just gonna put that out there on the forefront. Okay. Now back to Seeking Sister Wives. Well, back to Sister Wives. They had to move from Utah to Nevada because the cops was coming after them because what they were doing was wrong. Technically, it was illegal in the eyes of the law. Okay, having multiple wives and all that stuff. We know polygamy. Um, so last season, was it last season? Yeah, last season, Mary, the first wife, okay, who only had one daughter. Her name's Mariah, I believe. She came out and she said that she was gay. Now, if you go back and if you ever watch the episode and you see the reactions of the parents or whatever, Kody kind of sat there like, And I'm just sitting here like, oh, please don't do this on camera and embarrass her and show that you don't support her or whatever. But, Mary was a little bit hesitant a little bit because she don't know. And that's understandable for them to have that reaction. But mostly everybody was okay with it. They just wanted to love her unconditionally, and that's fine because there are a lot of people, a lot of kids who come out, and depending on what age, especially, no matter what age, their parents don't, it's not here for it. Either they're very, very religious, or that's not the way I was raised, or what you're doing is disgusting, so I'm going to disown you. And all we're out here trying to do is love. Okay, we're just trying to love the people that we love. Just like you're loving the person that you love, I'm loving the person that I love too. So that's what it was. I was okay with that part. This part that's coming up, that brought me here is the fact that on this particular episode this night, Mariah, who had a contentious relationship with her mom because of some stuff that happened last season with this catfish situation, Mary was about to cheat on Kody, if you ask me. She was about to cheat on Kody. I don't know why she's still there because I don't feel the connection between her or anybody else in that family. But anyway, they had this little contentious relationship. So she kind of offered a little olive branch by inviting her mom to come to the march that was happening on January 21st, the Women's March that happened right before the inauguration of Donald Trump. Okay, where millions of women came together throughout the whole world to, fight for and, protest and to march for women's rights, LGBT rights, all these types of rights. Okay, we just want to be equal, equal. The equalizations amongst the sexes. Okay, and she invited her mom. She invited her other mom, Janelle. Mind you, these two don't get along like that. They butt heads a little bit. And a lot of people was like, maybe that's a little get back. She trying to get back at her by inviting her nemesis or whatever. But that's fine and all. So they have a sit down with the rest of the wives, Christine, Robin, and then Kody. Kody is the father. And this what brings me to this video again. Because when they were explaining the fact that they're going to this march and trying to explain what it's about, he immediately says, well, this thing's political. This seems very political. And I'm sitting here like, well, duh, bitch. It's January 21st, the day before the inauguration. This is all about politics, okay? And not necessarily politics. You can't have a march like this without it being about politics because we want people to change. And not necessarily saying, oh, this Republican Party, this Democrat Party, this Independent Party, Tea Party, and all this stuff, or whichever else party it is literally you need the government, so that's politics, that's going to have to change this. And we want to put some pressure on the government to see that, hey, we still are lacking in certain rights that we need to have as human beings, as women that are not equal to men. He talking about a friend of his. The fact that he hesitated and he even brought this up about the friend, having a march for polygamists, okay, to get they want to have this march on Washington so that they can have rights. And then this is how he backed it up. He basically was, and I said, ain't that political too? You are up here marching and you trying to get the lawmakers on your side to make it legal and give you rights so that you won't have to run and you won't be committing a crime or go to jail or federal offense or whatever. That's also political. Okay, so when you say stuff like that, it just irked me because he later says, we don't have rights, being a poly family and all this stuff, and people who practice that lifestyle. We don't have rights, but women and LGBT people, they have all the rights in the world that everyone else has. Okay. And the way he said it was just like, so what's the point? Like, this is just a fucking waste. And I'm just sitting here like, are you serious? And I understand some people don't think before they speak. And this is why I'm just a firm believer of you have to research things before you open up your mouth. And it was baffling me that the wives that were there, they was like, what is the march about? What march? Wasn't that? And I'm sitting here like, how do you not know? Y'all not in the Stone Age, okay? You are not without internet and all this stuff. So you mean to tell me you don't know anything that was going on about this march concerning all this stuff? And I understand trying to stay away from politics and doing this and doing that. But like, I was so glad Mary said, regardless of what rights. You said, I'm going to support my daughter, okay? My daughter wants me there, so therefore I'm going to support her. His hesitancy, it just irked me, and his reasoning when he just said that whole thing about women and LGBT people. Why you, it feels like I have something more important that, should be fighting for. What day is it that this polygamous fucking mark is supposed to happen? What day is that supposed to happen? That's what I wanted to know, because you acting like you couldn't. It really wasn't like she said you had to come. She didn't invite you. 9 out of 10, she probably knew how her dad felt. And he comes off like he probably voted for Trump too. Because for you to sit here and to not understand that women and LGBT, and we can even take the LGBT people out, okay? We can take us out for a minute. We can extract us for a second. And you can say that women have the same rights as men, and or it has all the rights in the world. If that was the case, sir, if that was the case, women and men would be getting paid the exact same amount. Women and men would be in the exact same positions at the exact same rate. Okay, women wouldn't have to work harder. Women wouldn't have to do certain other things that men, their male counterparts would. Okay, for you to sit up here and to say this, if everybody had the same fucking rights and all the rights in the world, there would be no marches. There would be no need for marches for women. There would be no need for marches for the LGBT community. There would be no marches for anything about injustice, for anything. And it was just like, don't let me hear what your views are about race shit, the race relations that's going on right now, because I think you probably would be just as ignorant. Now, I don't know if he's trying to be ignorant or if that's really him, but that was really stupid of him to say. We are not all equal. We are not all equal, because if we were all equal, this would be a perfect world. That's why we are out here fighting for stuff. And you are comparing what your situation is to a universal situation that should be equal, because we are all human. And if a man can do this, a woman can do this. If a man can do this, have this pay, why shouldn't a woman have this pay? Think of it that way. But it's something that, you're fighting to have a plural family. This is a lifestyle. That's a lifestyle. That's really a lifestyle. And I hate when they call, oh, the LGBT, that's a lifestyle. No, we're born into this. We're born into this, okay? I did not choose to be gay. I did not choose to have people persecute me, discriminate me, the fear of being disowned. I did not choose to have all this stuff. That is why we are still out here trying to get respect. If we had all the rights, people would respect them. They don't, okay? And you have politicians that are trying to, implement conversion therapies. You have politicians out here trying to take away the little rights and progress that we have made. We don't have all the fucking rights. We don't have all the fucking respect. So don't compare it to your cause, because you're trying to do something that is a lifestyle. That literally is a lifestyle. You chose to want to be in a relationship with multiple people, okay? And I don't see the comparison. But if you want to try to compare it, it's like, what's more important? Women rights, or who the fuck you can fuck every night and have kids, a whole bunch of kids back? Okay, and I know they probably sound ignorant. How many women you can have in your bed or in your home compared to you want to, and you know what? For him to have as many daughters as he has, he should have been like, okay, cool. And I get it. Everybody's not gonna agree. Everybody's not gonna, have the same opinion, the same thought pattern. They come to things a little bit slower. They have to take time to let it sink in and learn some more before they get to that point. They're not gonna automatically get there. But I just felt that statement was purely ignorant, because once again, case in point, if we all were equal, there would be no need for these marches. There would be no need for these protests, okay? And comparing women's right to your polygamous stuff, and I know I'm not trying to down it, but there are a lot of people who look their nose down on LGBT people, but it's more of them that look their nose down, probably them plus everybody else that look down on the polygamists, all right? And I don't know. And to be quite honest, I'm not even gonna do that to them. I'm not even gonna do that to them and say that it's not important and that they don't deserve to have some stuff. Because just like I say with LGBT people, Why does it matter who I fuck with and who I go to bed with and who I have kids with or whatever, as long as it's not hurting anybody? And to be quite honest, when like that, their family is not really hurting nobody. So why should it matter who they marry and how many wives or whatever, as long as they all supported and taken care of and all this shit, and they all look like they're supported and taken care of. But you know, when you have the polygamy families, and you know, even if you just say that word, it brings up a negative connotations, because there have been people in the past who come in and use religion to you know, twist it and fuck it up and use it to their advantage, and then not only just take women but also do the shit. You got the Warren Jeffs of the world, you know. And so that's probably why it has a negative connotation, because back in the day in the Bible there were people in there that had many wives and stuff. So, you know, I get it. But to, and it's not even like I said, I don't want to judge the lifestyle. I don't care. And I should have, you know, like I should have said what I just said probably before, but again, you cannot say that women and LGBT people have the exact same, have all the rights. They have all their rights. That's exactly what he said. They have all their rights. No, we don't. No, we don't. And I just, please just think before you speak sometimes. Okay? That's all. If you're going to be on TV, don't make yourself look ignorant. But maybe that is his true self. If you understand where I'm coming from, just leave a comment. Okay, let's leave a comment. Let's discuss. If you watch the show, either shows, Seeking Sister Wives or Sister Wives, you know, hit me up and let me know how you feel about it, and do you get my point of what I'm trying to say? It just sounds very Trumpish. Like, what man wouldn't want their daughters to have to be out there? Okay, I'm gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it go. All right, I see y'all later on. Okay, bye.